both sides of the story. This story of Cinderella is told by the wicked stepmother, and she has a lot to say about Cinderella. As I tell you the story of Cinderella from the stepmother's point of view, decide which story you believe. Seriously, Cinderella is so annoying. The story of Cinderella, as told by the wicked stepmother, by Trisha Speed Shaskin. You must have heard me. The wicked stepmother? Not true. Just another one of Cinderella's wild stories. Like the one about the pumpkin or the fairy godmother. Please. The real story, the true story, started with some chatter and some dust. All I ever wanted was a husband and a mansion. Before I married Cindy's father, my darlings and I had only met Cindy a few times. The girl had seemed normal then. After I married Cindy's father, my darlings and I barely had one foot on the front step when my dear husband kissed me goodbye and said, I'm off on business. He leaves often, Cindy said, but that's okay. The animals stay put. They talk, they sing, they joke, they even help out, especially the bluebirds. Now, I don't mind a good story, but I like facts, not fiction. Soon, the girl was talking all kinds of hokey pokey. Did you know that bluebirds are my friends? One time, a bluebird had become blue, not the color, the feeling. His friend had flown south. My darlings and I were stuck near the front door. All I wanted to do was put away my bags, and that's when I saw it. Dust. Dear, is the whole house this dusty? I don't know, Cindy said. I'll give you a tour. In the dining room, Cindy told stories. In the study, Cindy told stories. Non-stop. Did you know that robins and sparrows are my friends? But the sparrows don't like the robins, silly creatures. One time a robin, Cindy, why don't you go wash the clothes? Time passed, but nothing changed. In the garden, Cindy told stories. In the kitchen, Cindy told stories. At dinner time, I couldn't hear myself think. Dear, please, stop talking. But Cindy didn't stop. One day, a letter arrived. It was an invitation to the king's ball. The prince would surely fall in love with one of my darlings. Then they would marry, live in a beautiful castle, and one day be king and queen of all the land. Oh, stepmother, I have to go too, Cindy said. Once upon a time, a girl and a prince. And then, just like that, Cindy lost her voice. Imagine, it had to be from all that storytelling. Well, what could I do? I told Cindy she needed to stay home, for her health. After all, the ball was no place for a sick girl. Sometimes it's so hard being a stepmother. At the ball, my darlings twirled and they whirled. But then some strange girl waltzed her way in. Her dress was magnificent. I couldn't take my eyes off it. I wondered how much it cost and if my seamstress could copy it for me. The prince and the girl danced and they pranced. My darlings were left princeless. After the ball, the prince made an announcement. A glass slipper has been left at the ball. The prince shall marry the girl whose foot it fit. Our big chance. After visiting every other mansion in the neighborhood, the prince's valet arrived at our door. Me, said one of my darlings. No, me, said the other. One at a time, said the valet. Each girl tried, but the shoe didn't fit. Then Cindy let out a whisper. Please, let me try. The shoe fit. What? My darlings cried. I didn't know how she did it. But then Cindy let out another whisper. She said something about a pumpkin coach, mice turned into horses. She even added a fairy godmother. Please, there's no such thing. A few days later, the prince and Cindy were married. Poor man, didn't know what he was getting himself into.